is actually the parties are getting ready.
Yeah, they're not quite ready yet. They're getting used to their controls.
This is the MMO equivalent of getting ready. This is, you know, jumping around, right on cue.
Of course.
This is jumping around, checking out your actions, making sure everything's cool, casting protect. You know what's funny though?
Protects before you need them.
We keep telling them like, hey guys, you know, you should probably wait to cast protect until you're inside, just because once you go inside the Bowl of Embers to fight Ifrit, it's gonna be wiped. And so we keep telling them every time, and they're like, no, it's fine, it's fine. And so they go inside, and right when they start, they run right for Ifrit. The tanks
entirely,
take
just
off,
ignore it.
And we're like, no, you should really, and then it's too late.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised and thankful that everybody is around the Aetheryte right now, and they're not all running off doing quests.
Yeah, well,
monsters, which was also an issue.
We always have to
sometimes.
wrangle people. We're like, hey, yeah, there's a quest nearby, but let's hang tight over here next to the Aetheryte. So just to give you guys a heads up, this is how it works. We have 2 teams going in. They're gonna have 10 minutes on the clock to defeat Ifrit. It's going to be. It's kind of cool because you actually have 10 minutes, but even if you wipe once, as long as you wipe pretty quickly, you should have enough time to be able to go back and you know, retry again before that.
Still
10 minutes is
around
up.
that second battle, we've been calling it the second challenge of the battle challenge. Is basically your time is also a factor here.
So you're not just fighting Ifrit, you're also fighting against time. So everybody's going in right now, as you can see. Everybody's getting ready, making sure everybody's ready. Oh, we're already inside. Wow, okay. Well, let's hit the ground running. We'll talk about the battle afterwards. But
let's see if they do what Matt usually advises them and actually pulls up that protect.
Oh, come on, guys, hit that protect. I keep telling you. No, okay.
Nope.
All right. Well, all right. The gladiator's gone in first. That's good. So one of the big tactics we try to tell people, too, is you make sure you want to turn Ifrit away from your other characters.
He's
because
got this flame cone.
Yeah, he's got a flame in front of him. He's going to swipe in front of him, too. But this seems to be going pretty good. Like, this Marauder seems like he's helping out tanking, too.
Which is also, we also recommend as well. As
yeah, we're like, hey, you know, Gladiator's got a lot of great abilities. And now we're taking a look in a further out view of an archer.
So we like to show both the close-up view with the Marauders.
We try to switch
Gladiators.
around. The damages here is really good. I'm pretty surprised. They're doing really good. So far, HP is fine, no major problems. But you know what? This is like the first form of Ifrit, basically. This is when things are kind of simple. It's calm. Not too crazy. Yeah, he's like, hey, welcome to the Bowl of Embers. Here's some flames, but nothing too crazy. But as you get that HP down, things are going to get tougher.
About halfway through, he's like, you guys are kind of wearing out your welcome
at 50%, we try to really make sure. Okay, so when he starts taunting, you know, that's when you know, okay, things are going to get harder. I think we're going to start seeing some eruptions appear on the ground now.
It gives you a lot of
right
indications,
there, too.
just like this. You got the eruptions, you got the cracks in the ground.
Yeah, we keep trying to make sure that they understand, you know, when you see giant glowing cracks on the ground, you really want to move out of the way. So
this looks like they switched to a second party.
It does look like that. Yes, that is correct. So far, these guys are doing good, too. You can see that limit break gauge in the top left, too. We actually have that implemented into our E3 version. So they're feeling that pretty well. Let's see if any of them will be able to finish one before they defeat or are defeated.
You can fill both bars, but it's kind of hard to do that all in one
it's
battle.
tough to do a level 2 limit break in this amount of time. Ifrit usually is going to break you first.
But even one can be especially helpful.
Exactly, yeah. So far still good here.
They're at 50%, it looks like.
Ifrit's kind of turning a little bit, but not too crazy. But he is getting some flames in there and hitting some of their... Okay, there's that 50% warning. This is when the feathers are going to appear, the infernal feathers.
There it is right there.
There it is. It has appeared on the screen. This is extremely important. They need to take this thing down ASAP.
I see 3 people at least already going after it.
Okay, that's good. I mean, we were even recommending, hey, Conjurers, maybe you guys want to toss some stone on there, some arrow. But so far their damage seems pretty good. The pace is pretty good on this, so I'm not too worried. As long as they can finish it before Ifrit jumps into the air, signaling his Hellfire move, they should be okay. It looks like they did it. Great
and
job.
They pulled off that limit break.
Yeah, they have the limit break ready, so he's going to ready Hellfire. All right, let's see if they survive. Great, nice. Good job. So now things aren't done, though. This is not when it becomes easy mode.
Things get intense.
This is when it gets harder. It's going to become, he's going to start doing radiant plumes on the ground. These eruptions are going to come quicker. So you can see those exploding now behind him.
Because you got those, ranged attackers or conjurers.
Exactly. They always have to be
watching. They're going to have to move back and forth. Just
so it looks like we switch back again. Here's Hellfire again for the other party. And they did not get that feather destroyed in time.
And you know, that first party, they made it seem simple, but that's actually a pretty difficult thing to do.
That is really tough. So hopefully we can switch back to the party that's actually going right now. While these guys get back up. All right, here we go. So it's got that bound about 20%, I would say. Let's see if we can see some of those radiant plumes appearing. So far, they're okay. Their HP looks fine. Everybody's still
Ifrit's going
alive.
easy on them, notice.
I know. I haven't seen. Oh, there it is. Get out of there. Get out of there, guys. We always tell. Oh man, that's a big hit on HP, but they should be okay.
You know, even though sometimes if a lot of people
see,
can
that's
dodge
targeting the mages now.
it can be difficult for those mages who are running low on MP at this point.
And a lot of times, a lot of the mages will think, you know, I'm gonna get this cure off, and I'm not gonna move out of this fire. Oh, I see. I think they got it.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Excellent work.
Nice. That's great. That's great. Now I think we're going to switch back to the other team.
This is when we usually give that second opportunity.
Yeah. So exactly. The other team should be getting ready now for their second time in. They should be going in right about now. But those guys, these guys are victorious. They have won the coveted, very highly, extremely coveted Meteor Survivor T-shirts or polo shirts. All right. Looks like this is the second group again. They're getting ready. Let's see if they. Okay, great. They've got Protect on. They've learned from their mistake.
Heard you from
I think they heard me from here. I was trying to get my thoughts across to them, and it seems like it's working. Okay, we've got the view of. Okay, switched over to Archer now.
Look at that wide shot, so you can see everybody.
You know, a lot of times what we've been seeing is Archer's been taking a lot of hate too, right at the beginning.
Well, if you use that, I think it's Brave Shot right at the beginning. It'll boost up your damage potential, and it just grabs a lot of hate.
And then they start running, and that's when things start getting really crazy.
We usually start recommending they use those on the fetters alone because it's not going to counter any attacks, and it's a perfect way to get the fetter out quick. Yeah,
but so far they've been. It seems like they're doing a lot smoother than last time. They have him pretty much steady, focused in one area. So far, so good. All right, we're going into his second phase here. He's going to get a little bit angrier, and we're going to start seeing eruptions appear.
Yeah, so far everything seems okay, and usually this is what happens a lot of times.
That's how it starts.
Screw up in that first instance, but they can try again, and they've learned a lot of lessons.
We also just get worried if they get too cocky. They're like, this is no problem. We learned from our mistakes last time. We got it this time.
Yeah, you may not know also is that they're usually in line watching this.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably really helped a lot. I mean, basically when we're emceeing during the show, these guys are watching the screens above and getting a lot of tips, probably discussing ahead of time. See that the damage is really good right now, and there's almost at that 50%.
Yeah, they're doing great, and there's plenty of HP on all.
This guy is very much spamming his attacks. All right, some eruptions are coming in now.
Debuffs on Ifrit right now. A lot of damage over time effects.
All right, here we go. There's that 50% mark. He's starting his taunt. The Infernal Fetter has spawned now.
I haven't seen the move to it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right, let's see.
Go for it.
Okay, the Archer's taking it on. That's good. Let's see if we can get some more damage on there, guys. Okay, I think even the Gladiator's going after this time. I think the Gladiator's like, you know what? I got Ifrit. I'm going to focus on this Fetter.
They got a bit of a late start, though. I'm a little worried.
No, I think they should be okay.
You think so?
Okay, we're switching over now to something. And
well, I'm sure they're fine.
All right, so far so good. All right,
there we go.
All right, the Fetter is down. Great news.
Nice work.
Okay, now they just need to get some medicas, toss out some AoE cures. Okay, here comes Hellfire. They should be okay. Nice.
Yeah,
great.
Definitely made it.
So they got that limit break. I would almost recommend that they have a Conjurer or an Archer hit that limit break button and get a big cure going off there. It might be in their best interest. I think they're fine on damage. It's just I want to make sure they're topped off on HP.
Especially at this point when you start seeing those.
Somebody used it. I missed who used it. Okay, get out of that. Get out of those.
Especially you see the plumes just right here, and then you want to avoid them as best as possible.
Stressing me out.
Even just really a couple instances can take out a lot of people.
Oh, there's the back ones. Okay, come on, get out of there. So far, so good. I think they might have it now. I think they really learned a lot from their first loss.
That Archer could, use the Brave Shot and Hawkeye right now and get a lot of extra damage, a lot of extra accuracy on his shots.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Okay, look out. There's those cracks.
He's learned to avoid it.
So far, so good. I think they might have it in the bag as long as people don't start getting sloppy.
It's like 10%. I'm pretty sure they got this locked.
Well, I don't know. It just takes a few non-cures or a few like, I got this kind of attitudes.
It's true.
See, there's like a big hit right there.
Yeah, he thought he was safe, but still got hit by it.
All right, here we go. I think they got it. I saw a big cure there.
Oh, and they didn't get out of the way of that flame attack either.
Let's see.
Nope,
there
they did
it.
Is.
Congratulations, guys. That was pretty awesome.
Hear me clapping from here.
I know. We gave you guys good thoughts, and hopefully it paid off. But yeah, that's like general overview of what we've been showing here at E3. That's our Ifrit Battle Challenge. One of the cool things we can't really show here, but basically when you're in line for that, you actually have a 15-minute theater presentation ahead of time.